All right, and we are back with another installment of the water type only Nuzlocke run through Pokemon Shield. If you haven't been paying attention, this is our second playthrough. This time, so first recap, our first team got wrecked in the grass gym because grass versus water is not exactly the best matchup, but we didn't have any grass resists. We didn't have any grass like moves that hit their type super effectively, except for acid on Pimple, which even as a max ooze just did not do close to enough damage. So naturally we got swept. We actually almost clustered out, but yeah, didn't. So anyway, this is our team now. Second playthrough, we still have Drizzile, Mr. Pond. We evolved. We caught whatever the previous evolution of this guy. We caught it on Route 2. Now Poncho is a Lotad, and we managed to get a Wingull in the wild area, which actually, between these two guys, sets us up a lot better for a pretty decent run, hopefully, through the grass gym. The only thing we pretty much need to do is level up Ace specifically. At level 25, it evolves into not Wingull, Pelipper. That's the word. Which, I mean, the stat difference between Wingull and Pelipper is just ridiculous. So Wingull, while it provides, some stab coverage moves against grass, it just can't do much else until it levels up. I mean, it has good speed, but it's so fragile. So we really don't want to risk anything. Which, hope actually we might be in a bit of trouble. So this is I swear if we get one hit KO'd. Alright, it's a 2-hit KO and it outspeeds us. We have to switch out. We're gonna switch into Poncho because it resists Rock. Quad resist. So, yeah, might have gotten a little bit aggressive there. So we are going to level up a bit. If we had lost our Wingull there, while I was doing the intro, I would have been so mad. So yeah, that's where we're at. Whatever it is on this route. I don't know if you guys saw the previous video, but I just keep getting crit. Like, granted, those weren't doing very much damage, but I mean, come on. What are they? It's supposed to be what, 1 in 8? Alright, so I am going to use a potion. I don't feel like walking all the way back to the Pokemon Center. That should get us full. Alright. So that guy, if I remember correctly, has a Delibird. So, considering Ace and Poncho are both weak to Ice, we're just going to go back to our strongest. So the cave up here is pretty good for leveling up. It's one of our better options. It is mostly like rock and ground type, so unfortunately, I would prefer to level up Wingull the most. But it is just so frail that I really don't want to risk losing it before we get to the gym. Because, if we do get it to Pelipper, the stats defensively are just so much better. It loses a little bit of speed, but it won't just die if somebody sneezes. So, I mean, we have, flying attack, which will actually be super effective against the grass gym, which will be nice, and it also will, if we max Pelipper, we can get max Hairstream, so that we'll have speed control, which I think will be big, specifically against just turn this off. Specifically against the Gossifleur. because we really can't take too many of those max overdrives. So yeah, we really, I mean, our strat last time after we lost everybody was to essentially try to stall out Dynamax, which we were able to do, granted by some of that being losing some of our Pokemon. But we had just Drizzile left, and Drizzile is faster, so we were able to just spam Tearful Look and just nerf the Eldegoss rather into the ground, which had we had everything worked out normally, we would have been able to grind it out. But of course, you know, a crit just ignores all the stat drops, so we did get crit and just it killed us. So I mean, we knew that was an option, right? It was, like I said, it was 1 in 8, right? So the longer we tried to stall it out by going for Tearful Looks, the more likely the crit was about to happen. So long story short, we want to try to end the battle as quickly as possible, because even though rather that both Wingull / hopefully soon to be Pelipper and Lotad will resist, well, they'll take neutral damage from the grass types. We really don't want to be in a situation where we can just get crit. I mean, that can always happen, but we don't want the battle to like drag on, because then the odds of us just getting one shot go way up. So yeah, the idea here, again, hopefully we can just blow through some of this. There are a few trainers in the cave, so the trainers are obviously going to give us more. So he gets to level 20, that's pretty good. Kind of forget, did any of my Pokemon have Protect? So basically, stalling out their Dynamax is going to be really big. I don't think we do, so we'll probably replace Pound with Protect. And I mean, ideally I'd want to max Pelipper, but we may, I mean, so depending on the situation, I think Lotad will end up being, well, I'd have to look at the stats with Pelipper, because I don't know who will be a little more bulky. Like I said, we'll take neutral damage, so it shouldn't do too much, and Pelipper's attack stat is just atrocious. It's like base 30, so unfortunately our only flying move is Wing Attack, which is an attacking physical attack. It's a special attack. So it's gonna do like next to nothing. When we evolve it into Pelipper, things get a little bit better. Honestly, just the defensive buff is gonna be really what helps us along. So we'll kind of have to think about that, whether we want to max early. Like if we can max Airstream right out of the gate, and get like a speed buff, maybe ideally actually what we'd probably want to have happen, because they're not going to max their first Pokemon, it's just the way it works. Maybe instead turn 1 we max Geyser, knowing it's not going to do that much, but should set up Rain for, I don't even know if Rain matters, to be honest, because like subsequent Geysers, Airstream's still going to be our best bet. The only unfortunate thing about Wingull / Pelipper is that being a flying type, it's not going to get the bonus of terrain, the healing. So yeah, I mean, we really need to get it to be Pelipper to have a chance. I think that's really the only way. And that will be, you know, last time when we leveled up where everybody was level 20, So we were a little over leveled because I think the Eldegoss was level 20, but the whatever, I forget his first. I think maybe Gossipler is his first. It was level 17, 18, something like that. So I think, I think we just need to have a higher level advantage. Because I don't really want to risk an entire run on getting lucky with the AI's move selection. Like, I would play a little bit more like traditional Nuzlocke rules where you don't over level and you have to release your starter, all that nonsense, but like it takes so long just to get back here. There's so many cutscenes that you just can't skip. It's like at least an hour and a half just to get back to Route 3, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm going to over level, at least for this gym. We may not, like, for the subsequent gyms, because I don't think we'll necessarily need to, at least for a little while. But I would like to make it past the first gym. It is kind of unfortunate, like, as a water team, having grass as the first gym. You can't, like, stack any leveling that you've done prior to the gym. There's just not that many opportunities to get Pokemon that are going to be pretty good against. I mean, we honestly got pretty lucky this time with the ones we managed to run into. So I don't know. Last time we had a Choodle, and Bite was actually really really nice. I mean, it outsped a couple things, and just getting that flinch is huge. I mean, unfortunately against Dynamax, you obviously can't flinch. And really, I thought Max Ooze would just do more than it did. Fury Sweats. No, we don't care about Fury Sweats. I don't think. Yeah, Max Ooze did like, I don't know, maybe 30%, and then just got completely OHKO'd by Max Overgrowth. So, I think I don't think we need that much speed control. Yeah, I think we just need to be a little bit safer, and just gonna need to make a decision whether we want to max Pelipper or Rotet. I think we'll have to judge it based on the special defense stats, because I mean, unfortunately Gossifleur has both. It has Magical Leaf and Leafage, maybe? Let's see, so Eldegoss. So Eldegoss is definitely a special attacker. It's not terribly strong, but it's enough, considering we're an entire water team. But, so if we can... I mean, the problem is, like, if we tried the Tearful Look strategy again, we'd have to do it after Dynamax is over. And we don't have a means to get a safe switch in without somebody dying. So obviously we don't want that. I swear if I get attracted. Okay. Yeah, I think we just going to have to trust that over leveling. I might honestly do a damage calc, because I really don't want to get OHKO'd again from Dynamax. Timpole, unfortunately, with the Dynamax, still only had 78 HP, which is not the most, and obviously not enough to survive a max overgrowth. So, like, we'll obviously outspeed everything, but we definitely... So that's where the protects, I think, are going to come into play. If we can, like, I don't, yeah. I mean, I think what we're gonna need to rely on is maybe the leading, getting, what's it? Leading, if we led Lotad, yeah, we need to somehow stall out Dynamax without losing a Pokemon, which is much easier said than done. I really am curious to see what a damage calc would be with Pelipper versus Eldegoss. I really don't know the Eldegoss stats on Milo, but we can look it up, but might be worth actually just doing a quick calc just to see, because like if Pelipper at level 25 could either one-hit KO Eldegoss in Dynamax, or like two-hit KO and survive a max overgrowth, then we'd obviously be okay. I mean, we could go into it saying, you know, Pelipper, thank you for your service, and just max it with the intent of... I really don't want to do that. Like, it's possible Lotad would survive a max overgrowth. I'm not sure, honestly. But basically, like, if we could KO whatever the first mon is, protect the first turn, ideally max guard. We'd have to like time it so that our last turn, well, I guess it doesn't matter because we still have the protect below. Yeah, I mean, like, I'd want to like max guard, hopefully, and then switch into Lotad, survive a max overgrowth, protect to stall out another turn, like the last turn of Dynamax. So I think we'd actually want to do a calc on how much Lotad takes from max overgrowth. So we'll check that out once we get everybody up to level. I think it's probably safe. Well, let's at least beat all the trainers. We should be able to handle Bead pretty easily with running out of whatever it is. Gosh, I can't think of the move. Let's actually just hang on. I think that Carcol's gonna come back. So let's do. Actually, let's use Poncho. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. No, alright. So we're just gonna heal up real quick just to at least get our PP back. I would hate to lose because we didn't take the time to do that. Let's try this. Yeah, really? Alright, well, we don't get confused, so that's good. That did not nearly enough damage. We're just gonna get out of here. We don't need this battle. Astonish really is pretty weak. Like, I'll probably end up... where its fourth attack is, but I'll probably end up replacing Astonish with Protect, maybe? I really think... what is Growl? Growl's attack. Not sure how effective that would be, but that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. The yeah, we don't just there just aren't that many options in terms of like strategies to employ other than overleveling and somehow tanking. We're gonna have to tank 1 max overgrowth at a minimum. Well, actually, we can guarantee that we only have to take. So if we preserve Dynamax, that might actually be the play. So if Pelipper can tank 1 max overgrowth, we could max guard turn 1, max airstream turn 2, take the overgrowth hit, max guard turn 3 to stall out Dynamax, at which point we should be faster at close speed, and hopefully wing attack would be enough to pick up the KO after that. That might actually be our best play. So we might be looking for a Pelipper sweep. I'm not sure how else to get it in easily, but I think it should probably take care of whatever the first Pokemon is. I think Gossifleur. I mean, at 25, we're such a level advantage that I think it should be. Okay, oops, I did not switch up my Pokemon. Okay, so we did get the chance. So it really just sucks. I'm going to play my strongest hand here. We did last time and didn't have any trouble with this, so I'll do that again. I mean, the good news, I guess, is that by over-leveling so much just to survive the grass gym here, we shouldn't really need to do a whole lot of training, at least for the next 2 gyms, because the gym after this is water. Lotad should handle pretty straightforward, and then fires after that, which the entire team should do pretty well. So I mean, at least as long as we don't do anything dumb and make sure we're relatively prepared, then I think if we get beyond this gym, it should be okay. Speaking of not doing anything dumb, I should probably pay a little bit more attention, but yeah, not too worried about bead here. The only thing that was kind of nice, so I mean, Tympole that we had was still only just a water type, which, you know, isn't particularly useful. However, when it evolves, it gets the ground typing, which I really don't get confused, but ground typing is really useful for obviously any electric type. So the upcoming few trainers, there's at least 1 Pikachu. I know that. So, you know, we gotta be a little careful. I think, I don't remember if we crit them last time or if we just survived, or maybe didn't even use an electric attack, but there's like water, like monotype water is just not particularly strong early game here. So, you know, the cave is expecting you to have some ground types or rock types or something. You know, most people probably choose Score Bunny to start, and so the grass gym is like not much of an issue. It's just yeah, not going mono grass or mono water. We got some issues. I don't think we really need. Well, I think we got a ton of potions and stuff. I don't know how many berries we need. I'll shake the tree anyway. Let's see if we get lucky. Alright, we should get another shake. I think we get at least 1 more. one more. Let's see. Alright, that's it. What did we get? Cherry. Not sure how useful any of those are. This one, a little bit of HP. Poisoning. I gotta pause to take a call, but I'll pick up where we left off. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. We obviously didn't do anything, just improved, no shenanigans, we're all at the same level, everything like that. So, yeah, we're back. There's a couple trainers on this route. I think some of them have electric types, so I don't think this one does. I know the one that's dressed like a Pikachu. I'm pretty sure it has a Pikachu. There's also a handful of electric types in the grass, so we gotta be a bit careful. Because yeah, it would suck to lose in sight of the grass gym, but I don't think we have too much to worry about. I think level-wise, Mr. Pond here should be more than enough to take out whatever we face. I do think, I said it the last time we came through here, but the Berserker line is just such a cool evolution, like, of Meowth. It's like, you know, Alolan Meowth was meh, it was kind of cool. Or Alolan Persian, rather. Like, regular Persian is kind of dumb. Like, it, obviously, you know, in the anime and whatnot, it's supposed to be this mean, menacing cat, but it's just, like, never used for anything. So, like, Alolan kind of gave it a use, which was neat. It being just really bulky, but still fast with fake out and everything like that. But Incineroar just is so much better for the same role that it's kind of not really worth using. But then, like, Berserker is just awesome, especially in a format, like, again, I really dislike the restricted VGC format, but having seed up, it's grass, right? Let's see how much this does. The having Steely Spirit to boost Behemoth Blade is just absurd. Plus fake out, you know, they get potions, really? I should have played it safe, but alright, faster anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, but yeah, the Berserker, plus it just kind of looks cool. But like in raids especially and stuff like that, if you have other steel types and get Steely Spirit, it just, like, because the bonus stacks. So like if you had like 3 Berserkers and a Zacian or something like that, the Zacian would just do so much damage. So I think this trainer here, I think I want to switch to Lotad because I think they have a Pikachu. And at least Lotad would resist or take neutral from electric. Kind of thinks that we're like the nature impish, which drops special attack and are only real good attacking moves are special. With Mega Drain, I think we should be okay. Because we'll heal while attacking. Come here. And I don't think Pikachu should one hit KO me in any sense. I really don't want to be wrong. Should be faster at least. Actually, it's probably better than I'm not, because now I can heal. I mean, they quick attack, but not a 2-hit KO. Should be a 3-hit KO. Whoa. This better not kill me. Okay, nowhere close. That's good. Always get a little nervous when you've never taken that type of attack before. You're just like, hopefully I don't get 1-hit KO'd. Paralyzed. I better not get put like full parried. Alright, good. Alright, so that's good. It's like trainers obviously give better XP, so good for grinding. So 18, only 7 more levels. I wish, like, I mean, the whole point of the Nuzlocke, right, is to be difficult, but repetitive grinding just kind of sucks. You get away from me, Electrike. Interesting. I think rare candy's probably gonna fall in line with like XP candy, where we're not really supposed to use them. I could catch a Pokemon right now. I mean, I guess I probably should, right? Actually, Sharp Beak, that's pretty useful. Because that will power up flying moves, which we really actually need. Where the heck does it? Oh, it's here. Yeah, let's give that instead of Pretty Feather. Alright, so I probably actually want Wingo here for whatever battle this ends up being. Probably gonna be another Magikarp. I think like the Magikarp odds are like 80%. Which, I mean, we'll take a Magikarp, right? Because eventually it's a Gyarados, yep. So we gotta use this back. Actually, that could be part of our strat, right? So, fodder this thing so that, oops, I didn't really mean to click that. Doesn't really matter. So I shouldn't care. Well, F. Should just use Pokeball. Of course I crit, right? Like, well, so much for getting a 4th Pokemon. That really blows. Yeah, so Nuzlocke rules are what they are. I killed it, so I can't catch it, which means I can't catch anything in this area. Can I not just talk to you? Yeah. So that sucks, because like we could have foddered the Magikarp, Max Guard, Tank, and then Max Airstream when they come out of it. Or like, we would have had 2 Max Airstreams. Yeah, I mean, oh I did not realize that this was an Electric. I think we have to think that I'm going to survive. Yeah, because that's okay. We probably might want to switch into Lotad. It just doesn't matter. Alright. That's good. Man, I really wish we could have gotten that. Well, I've been saying Lotad all the time. Lotad is a, like, what do we have then? What does it evolve into? I think we want Wingull here, but I don't know what it does. I don't want it to take out Wingull either. Kind of sucks we just don't have good options. I mean, Pound is what, 40? I swear, if this thing uses like Absorb against me, I'm gonna be so mad. Alright, so Pound's at least a 2-hit KO. That's good. Although Growl drops attack. Those might not be a 2-hit KO, but I think we still need to do it. Okay, at least it does water down. Not too worried about that. Okay, so we get through this train. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like my first run through, none of the trainers used any potions. I mean, it still doesn't matter, I guess. But okay. So we survived an electric and a grass type. That's decent. Just need better moves for Drizzle. Like, it really just gets crappy moves by level up. Do I have a paralysis heal? I don't think. Oh, I do, right there. Alright. So, I think this trainer has. I don't know what they have. I don't think anything else had electric moves. Yeah, Eevee's not a problem. I say that. Oh, shit. I can't get over the fact that that cry, like, the Pikachu one, like, sounds like the anime, so I kind of get it. Plus, it's Pikachu. Like, I understand Let's Go Eevee had its own game and all that, but the Eevee cry is just weird. Especially the G-Max one. Oh, nice. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm just not gonna risk fighting these guys. Not worth it. I should be able to get away. Like I said in one of my previous videos, like, I'm not trying to do a run where I can't run or anything like that. Like, you know, I think being a monotype team adds a level of difficulty that doesn't necessarily require some of all the other Nuzlocke rules. Like, you know, if you had any team, oh, I still think I'd kill this thing, no problem. But like, if you were allowed to just have any team, like, I could see how it would be much easier, especially with some of the Pokemon you get in the wild areas and stuff like that. So, you know, like, a lot of the Nuzlocke rules are built around the idea of not having just a monotype team. And I think, you know, like, not being able to run from battles or not being able to over level or something like that, just, you know, how many times are we going to lose before we get lucky enough to get through, right? Like, that's just no fun. And it's not interesting, you know, for anybody to watch these, you know, early battles over and over and over as we try to get through it. So, you know, for my own sanity and anybody that chooses to watch this, like, we're gonna allow, you know, some of the stuff to make this possible. I remember the first time through it, ran one of these Dittos. I was like, oh, a Ditto, let's just kill it. No big deal. I think my Pokemon had like low HP or something, and I went to switch out and found out I had Arena Trap and was like really concerned, but didn't end up. I still one hit killed it, I think. But like, that's the kind of thing in a Nuzlocke. Like, you kind of forget that, like, you know, it's a Diglett, right? Like, what's a Diglett gonna do? But then you run into something like that, and you're just like, oh crap! Like, I needed the ability to run away, and, you know, so you just have to think about it a little bit differently and be prepared to play things a little bit more safely. I don't remember what all the items are over here. Something like that's good to have. Jeez. I probably could kill this thing, but I'm not about to try. Alright. So we don't have to face Hop again, I don't think. So the trainers in the gym itself really didn't pose any issue. It was really like, and honestly, if Dynamax wasn't a thing, I think we probably would have won. Maybe. I mean, we still took a lot of damage from Magical Leaf until we nerfed it into the ground. That really gave us our only chance. Gosh, every time. This game, I forgot just how much they spoon feed you everything. Like, it's not even like, the difficulty is okay, right? Like, I don't think it's too, I mean, it is pretty easy, but it's not like too easy. But it's just so much of just like, oh, hey, here, let me explain every single little detail to you. And you can't skip it even if you've already seen it before. Rough. Alright. I think I have to go up here and see the thing. There's more dialogue that's kind of useless. I think there's something in the city, like you talk to these statues, or like the stones or something. I'll have to check it out. I feel like there was something that said that. Oh no, it's Godzilla! Alright, let's check it out. I think there's like, one of the statues had something. I don't think I can use a leaf stone to evolve my Ludicolo, right? Or into Ludicolo, rather? Might be. I don't always know it's necessarily a good idea, but it's an idea. Revives are such the most useless thing in a Nuzlocke. I already know I can't move on, because I tried that last time. Couldn't fish here if I wanted to. I don't think there's anything down here. Ooh, what's this TM? Brutal swing, huh? Does that drop? I'm thinking of the dragon one drops attack. I think Brutal Swing doesn't really have a second effect. Alright, so we are not high enough level to challenge the gym yet. I forgot I had Sharpie on when I attacked that Magikarp. I shouldn't have put that on until after. That would have been a better idea. But, alright, so we'll grind up a little more here. Hope this doesn't have a rock move. And I guess it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm gonna do wing attack. This water super effective, but I need to see how strong my physical attack is. Plus I'm boosted by, that's not even 2 KO. I did get growled. The nice part about Wingull, the only nice part about Wingull, is base 85 speed, so I mean I should outspeed just about everything at this level. But then beyond that, it's like, you know, well, I guess I didn't outspeed the Ditto, because it did growl me. But, you know, beyond, let's see how much this does. It's definitely better. Like, every other stat on this thing is terrible. We really need to get it up to 25 because Pelipper's just better in every way. So we'll probably go back to Ave. I think there's just more there. And I think we probably gained a level or two. I was kind of surprised we didn't take out the Roly-Coly with one hit. I mean, the Smackdown, well, that's not really what I wanted to have happen. I think we'll probably have to switch into Drizzile here. I just can't afford taking a rock hit. This thing does get Steam Engine though. So, I mean, I don't have much of a choice. It's gonna be fast anyway. But this should do a ton of damage. It might kill it outright. Yep. Alright, so we got to 19, that's good. Alright, this is actually good because fighting is obviously weak to flying, so this benefits us pretty well. We can run into Timber a whole bunch, and it's low level anyway, so... Oh man, we're 6 levels ahead. We have Sharpie, and we hit it with a super effective attack. Stab super effective attack. We don't KO this thing. Dabbery. Ooh. Pelipper is gonna have to be a lot better than that. I mean, it like triples its base stat total, so. And that's just disappointing that it did so well. I mean, again, its physical attack stat is just it's base 30, so I don't really know what I expected, but. You know, stab boosted, weak on the other end, gets a sharp beak boost, can't even KO, plus 6 level advantage. This thing's got some work to do to live up to its name. Timber was giving out pretty good XP though, so that's good. Let's see, this is a 7 level advantage. Alright. Redeemed itself this time. So maybe it was a roll or something. Or, I mean, it was a level higher, but we actually gained a level. That's what it is. I would like to try to challenge the gym today. We'll see how long it takes us. Jeez, I did not get it. No, it gets rock throw. Lucky that missed. But yeah, I mean, I would like to challenge the gym today. See how long this takes. I mean, gaining XP at a super slow rate. I don't think I missed any trainers. Just double check. Put some stuff over here if we have to. I think we got these people. Probably should use a different attack. But nothing. Better KO. Alright. Always a bit of a risk. Like, when letting something set up. I mean, I know I outsped. Barring anything dumb, I figured we would have won or KO'd there. Alright, I think we hit up all these trainers. One of these times, I'm gonna get unlucky, and something's gonna use, like, Rock Blast or something like that, and just take me out. David's giving out pretty good XP. 162, wow. Might have to be going for these guys. I'm gonna heal up after this. Don't want to do anything dumb. Alright, so we got... Oh, I got Water Pulse? Do I need Growl for anything? Wait, Quick Attack I think is just too useful to give up. No reason to have Water Pulse and Water Gun, so we'll just get rid of that. So that'll be useful. I mean, I don't think it's really going to change anything. I think we still need to level up to be able to take on the Water Gym, or the Grass Gym rather. At least it should just make training faster, because that should one-hit KO most things, I would think. Especially with the level boost. Certainly the Dittos. I'll have to look at the stats, because, like, I don't necessarily remember what my special defense was. I seem to remember saying in the last video that Poncho had a similar special defense stat as what both Temple and I think Choodle had in the last video, or the last run through rather, and it was like 6 levels lower than what they were. I mean, it's an evolved form, so it makes sense, but like the fact that it takes neutral damage and should have better stats makes me think that, you know, my odds of living in max overgrowth are much higher. Gonna need them to be. I mean, it's good, like, you know, we obviously want to level up Wingull here, but that everything else is getting passive XP, that's pretty good too. These Dittos, I think, are probably giving out, I mean, the highest level, so they're giving out seemingly the most XP gains. I'm not willing to challenge these Electrites. I gotta try, there was some Punkaboo over here, I think we could give that a shot. Are those grass types? I know they're Ghost, obviously. There's no Trevenant, I think it's Grass Ghost. Not sure I really want to risk it, actually. Just need this Ditto to come back. We'll pop back in the cave. That Carkle should be giving us decent XP. Which we will switch to Drizzile. No. Damn. I don't think the hell will come back if I just turn around. Yeah, I think I gotta leave and come back. Lame. I mean, that you could get a steam engine. Like, I never used Colossal until I started actually playing competitive. But that you can get a steam engine Colossal this early in the game just seems broken. Not that you would really use a weakness policy or anything like that in, you know, in game, but still, like, I think it would just dominate most things. The Water Gym obviously wouldn't be very good to you, but everything else, certainly like this Grass Gym. We want to switch you back. Ooh. Not the one I meant to run into. Yeah, we're gonna be needing more than 80 per thing to move this along quick. This guy had an aura about him though, so he should be giving out more. Level 14, I think they said. Yeah, alright, so we're starting to do a little bit more damage here. Love to feel a little bit more confident about my chances. Not sure if they're going. Alright, good. I don't know how much a non-aura one does. Level 12. I'm gonna guess like 80 something. Yeah, pretty close. Alright, we'll go back. I think those Diglets are going to be really where we're going to make up most of our time. Maybe we'll take up these guys while we're here, but... He's level 14, that should give us a bit. It's nice to see, I mean, low kick's not really going to do much against me ever in this case, but like, it is nice to see it tank a little bit. Sucker Punch. I didn't even know it got Sucker Punch. I mean, that's probably way more useful than Pound would be. I mean, there's no reason to need Pound. Like, it's kind of pointless to have Water Gun and Water Pulse. But, I mean, whatever. Still don't think I want to max anything other than Caliper in battle. But, I mean, I think Starkness drops special defense, right? I might have that backwards, but considering most all of my attacks, with the exception of Caliper, are going to be special attacks. I forget how much XP that Carkle gave, because I could just keep farming that, but I think probably faster to go after these Dittos. Or Digglets. I keep saying Ditto. Certainly more of them anyway. Wingull was actually my very first shiny. I forget how many, like I don't remember whether I was even shiny hunting it or not. I think it just happened to hatch one. Back in, gosh, like the original Sword and Shield battle format, it was the only rain setter. Which was pretty decent back in the time. I mean, Pelipper on its own, like it's probably better in singles, right? Because it's just not as vulnerable. But like it can be pretty bulky. It can tank some stuff, and obviously the ability to set Tailwind and Rain and Max Airstream was great before they got rid of Dynamax. Yeah, it definitely served its purpose. I think Politoed obviously hit its heyday with Kingdra. Maybe a little bit more reliable, a little bulkier comparison. But I always thought people slept on Pelipper. They, it's never fantastic, but yeah, it's uses. I mean, we're still getting 145 from each of these. It's pretty good. It's nice to one-hit KO them too, just make the battle short. I'm not sure. I think I might be capped at level 30 in terms of Pokemon paying attention to me. So I might have to, like, after this thing, after Drizzle, was like, it'll turn 25 before anything else does. I might have to box it. Plus, I mean, in the spirit of competitiveness, I'm not sure I really want to get too overpowered for this run. I mean, I definitely don't want to die, but... I mean, so at this point, we're just OHKOing all these dittos. That's not probably going to change. So we'll just keep doing this. Might use that rare candy when I get to 24 just to save everybody time. Because, like, if I'm OHKOing everything anyway, it's not really... I mean, I don't know. Feel bad about kind of like skirting my own rules a bit, because I did say only no XP candy. I didn't necessarily specify rare candy, but I mean, Ditto doesn't have the capability to stop me from OHKOing it, so like just save time. I wish I could set it so that all of the XP applied to just the first Pokemon and none of the shared stuff got distributed. That would certainly make us faster. I think Ditto EVs for speed. I mean, that could be useful. I'm only going back and forth from the Pokemon Center to get them to respawn. Again, my one stipulation to catch, like if we do come across a shiny Pokemon for whatever reason, I will catch it and box it, but I'm not just going to ignore a shiny. Certainly don't expect to come across a shiny. The odds are still 1 in 4,000 basically. I feel like whenever you're like grinding out level, the one you want to grind for always is the one that grows the slowest. Like even though we're dumping the most XP into this Wingull here, it's the lowest level of the bunch. I mean, I know starters end up gaining XP faster than everything else, but even my Lombre, that's the... I keep calling it Lotad. My Lombre even is out-leveling me. Those things spawn, like... I guess we'll go back and forth between the cave, because that Carpal I think should still give pretty good XP. And we can at least heal between her. Keep like almost missing that thing. Start to run in a straight line. Yeah, 222. That might be worth just... Because like if I'm having to run in and out for those Dittos, I'm getting like 300-ish per Ditto run. Not sure if this is faster, but it was what, 18? I think I should live whatever it throws at me turn 1 anyway. I certainly hope. I mean, Water Pulse from Drizzile killed it. Should probably be in quick attack range regardless. Yeah, okay, we just hit it. So that's good. Good to know, too. Like, it wasn't a crit or anything, but now we're getting 421, so that's way better. We're just gonna do that. No. Well, that's how this gets slower. That's annoying. Need to, like, trigger it, but move more slowly so that I don't run out of the way of the damn thing. Stay in the middle of the tracks here. Oops. Use the right move. Yeah, because that's like 3 or 4. Well, probably like 5 per level, I'm guessing. Looks like I spelled Nuzlocke wrong in my rules. Whoops. Oh well, I'm not gonna fix it. Alright. I think in fairness, I'm gonna box Mr. Pond. I don't think I really want it to be higher than level 25. I think that'll go for any of them. I think that's gonna be the max level I set at for this first gym. I think that's fair enough. Just have to remember to take it out before I actually challenge the gym. Alright, one more level, and then I'll use the rare candy. Which, again, if any of you have a problem with that, tough, right? I'm alcoing everything every time anyway, so not exactly risking anything, per se. I'm just making it shorter. Because I would prefer to take on the gym before ending this video. We've already gone longer than normal. But I'm determined to not get killed again. I think probably like 3 or 4 more of those. 2. Alright, one more. And then we'll be ready. Kind of nervous. I mean, I think our strat is as good as it possibly can be, which is, well... So the question is really, who do we max? You know, because I'm going to put protect on whoever the max, well, I guess, well, yeah, because they'll have max guard regardless. The goal is max guard turn 1, tank max overgrowth, max guard turn 3 to stall out Dynamax, and then, so I mean the question really, like, I'd like to max Airstream, but let's just see the stat-wise. Stat-wise, that'll probably determine everything. Okay, so... Can't use Leaf Stone on them, that's too bad. Alright, so we are going to Rare Candy our Ace, and again, if you have a problem with that, Tough Nuggies. Just saved everybody 3 or 4 more Carkol. Alright. Too bad this is not a Drizzle one. Drizzle would be nice to have. I mean, it's not really going to change anything in terms of the gym battle. I have a Mystic Water. I'll give that to Mr. Pond, I didn't see that. Alright, so here's the big question. So stat-wise, 37 special defense is really not that high. Defense is pretty good though. Attack stat's only 40. It is boosted, but still. So, I mean, like, special defense is not that different. Man, it really would be nice not to have. I have like the wrong nature, just like perfectly wrong nature on everything. So attack stat kind of sucks. It's base 40 instead of base 30. Well, I mean, it's not base, but yeah. I mean, they both take neutral damage. I think, right? Like flying resists grass, I would assume. Let me make sure I'm not doing something dumb. Helper, yeah, it's not weak to grass. That's good. And just double check, same's true. I'm almost 100% positive grass resists grass, which it does. So, okay. I think we need, I mean, we have the level advantage with Ace. We need to take out. So so we need to get through the first Pokemon with Ace, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think that's really gonna be the big problem. Basically, we need Pelipper to sweep, right? Because, like, obviously, our only switch options are gonna be either Pokemon dies or I mean, we could probably relatively switch into Lombre on a non-max move. I don't think we can necessarily like safely switch in Pelipper on a max move though. That's all right. Just because I am very curious, I am gonna do a quick calc. Alright, so we have Pelipper level 25. No idea what my IVs or EVs are. We'll just do 0 EV for everything. We have an attacking nature. Actually, what's our actual nature? Minus special defense, we're naughty. Okay. So doesn't matter. Sharp beak. And we have wing attack. We have water pulse. Sorry for clicking. And quick attack. Alright, so Pelipper versus Eldegoss. This is level 20. I have no idea it's EV spread, so we'll just leave it whatever the showdown default is. Wing attack. What's max airstream do? Max airstream does like best 50%. But max overgrowth from Giga Drain, which I don't even think it gets Giga Drain. It gets has rapid spin, it has leafage, and it has magical leaf. Alright, so yeah, we should be fine. Pretty sure. Again, I don't really know whatever its stats are or anything like that. If we zero out my IVs, worst case scenario, we still do almost 50% and survive most times. So we can probably just take care of this. All right, I'm not too worried then. Oops, I am on the wrong screen. All right, we're just gonna go for it then. Screw it. I got my Pelipper. That's really all I wanted, because I just don't think Wingull, there's no chance that it had what it takes. Beyond this gym, we should be in pretty good shape for a little while. Hey, ball dude. I know how to do the gyms. Yes, let's go. So, I don't think I used Drizzle a whole lot. Sorry, James Pond. Gotta give respect where respect is due. I don't really think I used him a whole. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember what the trainer said. Probably should have paid a little bit closer attention. We didn't really struggle with any of the pre-trainers. So, I mean, I think I have an ether, like for wing attack. So I think I'll just use Pelipper. I don't think I should really have an issue with that. I'll just double check that I've well stocked. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, I've got 1 ether and enough potions where it shouldn't really be a problem. Okay. Corral some sheep. Oh man, doing awful. This way, oh man. Of course there's one. Alright. I have a better feeling, I should say, about this run through. We're certainly more well equipped. And definitely a little over leveled. But whatever. Alright, so it is Gossifleur, which I know we outspeed. I'm pretty sure this thing is going to use like Rapid Spin, if it even survives. It does not. Alright. Yeah. I think we're in decent shape. I think we just need to get through the first one, obviously, without Dynamaxing. Because I'll probably still max guard turn 1. Just in case it gets like a max crit or something. I really want to waste its max turns. I've grown to despise Badu now. For those that didn't watch, I think it was episode 2. Had a very, very close call with a Badu on Route 2. Took every ounce of maneuvering and items and everything that we had just to survive, and amazingly didn't lose anybody. But it was ugly. It like crit me 4 times in a row with Absorb. Which, I mean, what do you do about that as a water team, right? Like, you're doing no damage, it's healing back, and critting you every time. It's awful. Here's one trainer. I always lose one. I got through this first try last time. Pretty pleased with that. We'll fight her anyway. I'm just going to use Wool where they need to go. Can't cheat out a Nuzlocke run. This is the girl that looks stoned. Alright. This is a little less eventful than last time, which is, I mean, these trainers were no problem last time either, so The real test will be Eldegoss. Because last time, so our strategy last time, which I thought was relatively sound, right? We had a Timpole, which had a poison move. You know, grass weak to poison. So we were able to, it was a special attack too, so we were able to use, I forget what attack we used turn 1, but more or less we were able to get a +1 ooze, or get +1 from ooze to KO the first Pokemon to set us up better for taking on the Eldegoss. And we did move first, we did outspeed it, but at +1, a max ooze did like 25 to 30% on Eldegoss. So then we just got wrecked. So, well, here we go. A bit nervous, not gonna lie. So we do have to lead Pelipper, because we gotta KO this first Pokemon. And then I think our original strat is probably still the best, right? Max Guard turn 1. We really want to, if we can stall out Dynamax, we should be more than okay. I still didn't put Protect on it. I probably should have, right? Because then I could have protected turn 1. Then Max Guard. Or, well, then Max Airstream, then Max Guard. And then kill it with a Max Airstream, but... oh well. This is it. This is where we lost it all last time, so... the music suits it. This is, I mean, this is... I don't remember... actually, you tell it's so long since I ran through the campaign, I honestly don't remember if there's an electric gym, but of all the types, this is going to be... you know, water only has 2 weaknesses, right? So this is one of the 2 hardest ones that we'll have. We do Oko it, so that's good. So that sets us up where now we can execute our plan here. They guarantee Dynamax every time on their last Pokemon, so we will yeah. Having Magikarp to fodder would have been nice, but so be it. We're going to guard, Airstream, guard, right? Or do we think we can take one? Then guard, Airstream. I'd rather guard. That's not protect, right? Yeah. No. We're going to. We're just gonna play it safe. Yep. I mean, so we'll only get one max attack off at them, but the really the whole point of this is I only want them to be able to get one max attack off at us. Because we just don't take max overgrowths very well. We do outspeed, so I mean, I don't think max Airstream per our calcs anyway. There's no way it one hit KOs, but we should at least do some pretty decent damage. Boink. Alright, so there's no point in max guarding again. I mean, I could go for it, right? It's a 30% chance we get it. If we don't get it, we fail and do no damage. So I think we just need to put some damage on, like 30%. Like, and we're gonna take a max Airstream. Wow, that did a lot more than I was expecting. I mean, they're probably not perfect IV and EVs. So hopefully this doesn't do a lot more than what the calc said. No, take it easy. Alright, so this is an easy win. I don't even have to max guard. Yeah, so, I mean, To any of you that say, oh, you shouldn't have overleveled, this is too easy, blah, 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 forget you. The process to get back here, through all the dialogue at the beginning of the game, is so not worth it that I'd much rather have spent a little bit of time to make this trivial than have to deal with that again. We have the whole rest of the Nuzlocke to worry about. Bumblebee. That's stronger than... I guess so. Cool, so that is the grass gym. Nice to get through there. So we should be in pretty decent shape. I don't want to overlook the water gym, right? So the fire gym, not too worried about that. The water gym though, like, I don't remember what Nessa has. I'm guessing something's got an ice type move, and two of my Pokemon don't love ice. So it's nothing really to rejoice over, and they obviously resist water, right? So I mean, Lombre probably will carry us through that gym, because I think Mega Drain or whatever I have will be... Oh, I get Magical Leaf too. Not really sure what that does. Never miss it, so that's nice. Yeah, so like the water gym, I don't want to sleep on it, but like I don't think it's gonna be too bad. And then fire we should just have no problem with. Assuming we're appropriately leveled and don't get BS'd by something. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it here because we've been going for a while. But this is the team that got us through the grass gym. It's better than we did before, which is all we can really ask for. So yeah, we'll see where it takes us. All right, catch you later, guys.